ดีค่ะวันนี้เราอยู่กับกาลิน่า ICF Certified Life Coach นะคะคุณแม่หลายๆคนมีความกังวลกับการเป็นคุณแม่ที่สมบูรณ์แบบวันนี้เราจะมาคุยกับกาลิน่ากันว่าในการเป็นคุณแม่ที่สมบูรณ์แบบนั้นเป็นยังไงคะ Hello Galina.
Hi Gail.
So tell me, how do you become a perfect mom?
Right, so first of all, let's talk about what it is to be a perfect mom.
Okay.
A lot of moms in the recent years have been hugely influenced by an image that was created by TV series and movies, where you've got the image of this beautiful woman in a perfect shape, well-groomed, well-dressed, living in a beautiful house with brilliant kids, right? They're all neat, well-behaved, she's patient, she's not tired, she's looking good. And for some reason, lots of us took that as an image of what it takes and what it looks like to be a perfect mom. And to be honest, there are so many different social pressures that the women have these days. And they could be things like, after you give birth, you immediately have to go back in shape. You need to look slim. Breastfeeding is another area where there's a lot of social pressures. You have to model an excellent relationship with your husband after you give birth. And this list can go on and on and on. It almost feels like there is a checklist or some exam that a mom needs to take in the end to get the perfect score. And moms get so trapped in what is called these days a syndrome of a super mom or a syndrome of a perfect mom. And they don't realize there is not such a thing as perfection.
Right.
I prefer to call it being a brilliant mom. And in order to be a brilliant mom, you don't have to be perfect.
So let's start from that then. How do you become a happy, brilliant mom, Galina?
Right. There is really no prescription, one size fits all answer for every single mom. So each one of us will have our own unique version of what it takes and what it looks like to become a brilliant mom. There are general recommendations or suggestions that we can share today.
Sure.
If you were to consider them, it will put you on a fast track on feeling good about yourself as a mom. First thing, stop comparing yourself with other people. Comparison has never been healthy for anybody. And unfortunately, mom's comparison radar gets easily triggered and activated every single time you go to the play date or playground, or you talk to somebody at school, or you might be reading a blog or websites. And just there, you get trapped in comparison to other moms and you assume immediately that this is the only and the best way of living. But the truth is, there is no other better moms out there. There is just unique ways of every single mom to live their lives. If you do catch yourself trapped in the comparison game, what you can do is actually take a piece of paper, sit down with a pen and write down your version and answer a very simple question. These are the things that are important for me to be a good and brilliant mom. And next time if you feel that you're comparing yourself against others, just go back to your version. Because this version is about you. This version is not about other people. It's clean of all the noise and all these other perceptions that come on your way from other moms and other people.
Am I understanding this correctly? So stop comparing yourself and find your own version of
that.
brilliance.
Exactly. The second thing that you can also do is realize it's okay not to be perfect and let things go. As a mom, you naturally will be making mistakes, and that's okay too, because it comes as a part of the package, as a whole deal. And to tell you the truth, it's actually good to make mistakes because they will make your kids resilient. Show them how to deal with the problems, how to solve them, how to handle adversities. But can you imagine if everything was perfect for your kids all the time? They're not going to be ready for that world out there. And that world is pretty tough. Right? So some doses of imperfection is actually good and healthy. One other thing that you can do is give yourself permissions to do what you really and truly want to do. When we become moms, we forget about ourselves. We treat our kids in the most wonderful way, but for some reason, we don't extend the same treatment to ourselves. Isn't that strange? And the way you treat yourself will directly impact your kids in the future because they model you.
Actually, that's very true. We've already discussed this in our earlier episode about self-care. the fact that when you practice it, you'll be the model, the role model for your kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for you as a mom, especially if you're a working mom, one of the hardest things to do would be to manage your time. Right? So the truth is you're not going to have the same amount of hours to live with as you used to. And you have to become very deliberate in how you manage your hours and the time. Another thing that you really need to look at is allowing to spend the time with your husband. I very often coach moms and ask them a question, when was the last time you've actually went on a date with your husband, just the two of you? And a lot of them actually struggle to find an answer because it's been really a long time ago. Give yourself a permission, go on a date, have fun and enjoy, and by the time you come back home you will be rested, happy, missing the kids, and you will be brilliant.
So actually on the last point, it's actually being a happy, brilliant mom. It's actually not about you with your kids, but it's actually how you want to be as a mom to your kids, to yourself, and to your husband as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't think of it like that.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's almost like a 360-degree view that you would want to bring all the components of what makes you feel happy and brilliant at the same time.
So let me recap the points of how to become a happy, brilliant mom. One is stop comparing yourself with other people.
That's right.
Two is realizing that it's okay not to be perfect.
That's
and
right.
the last one is actually giving yourself permission to do what you want.
Exactly.
That's very good tips,
Yeah.
Galina.
Well,
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
เคล็ดลับคุณแม่มือใหม่
ปัจจุบันเราต่างใช้ชีวิตอย่างรีบเร่งหักโหมทำงานอย่างหนักหน่วง และเมื่อมีเวลาก็กลับหลงลืมครอบครัว และใช้เวลาส่วนใหญ่อยู่บนโซเชียลมีเดียโดยไม่รู้เลยว่าเรากำลังทำสิ่งสำคัญหล่นหายไป แต่เกลเชื่อว่าเราทุกคนสามารถสร้างความรักและความผูกพันให้เกิดขึ้นใหม่ได้อีกครั้ง เพียงแค่เราใช้เวลาร่วมกัน และเวลาที่ดีก็คือมื้ออาหาร เพราะมันทำให้เราอิ่มท้องและอิ่มใจไปพร้อมๆกัน และนี่ก็คือนิยามของแม่ที่มีความสุขของเกลจริงๆแล้วองค์ประกอบของความสุขมันก็แค่ง่ายๆเพียงมีอาหารดีๆได้ทานข้าวพร้อมหน้าพร้อมตากันมันก็จะช่วยเติมพลังและสร้างความสุขให้ทุกคนในครอบครัวได้ละค่ะโต๊ะอาหารที่แสนธรรมดาก็จะกลายเป็นโต๊ะวิเศษเพราะมันคือที่ทุกคนในครอบครัวมารวมตัวกันสร้างวินาทีแห่งความผูกพันร่วมกัน